I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another CTA production. Today is August 13th, Thursday, 2026. Hope you had a good day. And I hope you missed me because, I didn't make a video yesterday on purpose because there was nothing to say. We were still going to go with the flow of what I mentioned about coming up for these equal highs and get into my boy, 30,191, which is the new contract open, pimp. And just to make sure we're clear, baby, I know everyone on the internet wants to go and be cool. All right, but guess what? I'm going to show you. Everyone's saying, no one's going to show you this, but how about this? No one's going to show you this. Yeah, I gotta do it like that. Okay, this video was made on the 4th. Today's the 13th. Talked about we come up here, retrace back in, and then fall right back up into that 191. You see it, baby? Do you see it? 30,191. You can't make this shit up, baby. Yeah. I know. Who's ready for the fire? Cause I am. I'm ready to fire. Let's go. Cause I'm pumped. I'm fucking pumped. Guess what? I didn't make the video yesterday. So because of the fact that if you watched the last video I made on Wednesday, I was like, hey, listen, man, I'm bullish. They're coming back, for retracements just to delay the gratification. This is a consolidation, and you can expand for a new continuation as we're popping up higher high, higher low, expansion, retracement. But here, when I made the video last year, I talked, if you listen to the video, I said we just went to a 3.5 to 4, and we have sealed that opening range gap right there, buddy. Right there in the video. So you said, did I say, you think that was a coincidence? No. And then I made the video and then we settled here. Well, guess what? I wasn't a part of the buy here. But as soon as Wednesday opened up, I got in there. How? They make the first low at 6 p.m. Then we rate it gently, but we're dancing on top of it's probably going to be a long video, but it's going to be super fire. 50%. Look at the 50% of Fridays, the previous Fridays, fucking opening range gap, buddy. You see that? On the 50, we snag them. That's how I get in. All right, because it's the low of the day. I'm assuming this is the low of the day. Anything below the open is the wick. Anything above it is the body. I'm expecting a bullish day and then another bullish day to run through. I'm playing chess here. I'm thinking of it in advance. So we already did if I go back to this, remember, we came up and we kept coming back. Why do you think they keep doing that? We swept these guys here because they're trying to time distort. They don't want to go in a straight line, so that's what that is. And take a look. That's how I got in. And from then, CPI was here. And then I'm going to take this off because this is not necessary. We came up, CPI, boom, hit that 8th level on this opening range gap here, whatever, that's not that important. Makes a new high. That high takes out that high, which is Monday's high. Okay, that's the intra-week high. So we hit that. That's a nice pit. It's a big pool of liquidity. We came back in. Yesterday, we came back in. We retraced to the 50. Played around here. 25. Came underneath the 50. Underneath the 50 is a discount if you're bullish. Here's your data low, which this was my obviously big concern. Everyone's big concern. Everyone thought I was going to raid this. Why did I know it wasn't going to raid this? Well, first of all, I didn't know. But second of all, I knew it wasn't going to happen on this day because of the fact that everyone's expecting that. Why? Because every fucking day has been opening up and coming back down. Opening up and coming back down. Opening up and coming back down. So now they're expecting that same shit today. But this is where they control psychology, and I'm letting you know this is fucking rigged. So because of that, they're expecting everyone to think it's going to come down. Today's the day they're going to do it. To push up. To where? Look where my fucking level is here. Now here, right to the, just so you can see it while we're in the video, the 9:30 open, I'm going to go all the way back. You ready? 9:30 from July 1st. Oh, July 1st. Yeah. And then there's liquidity here. And then I just couldn't hold it. I just took that second buy. I didn't hold it right now, and I just got out because my emotions were too much. I thought they might have stopped here, and I was just like, you know what, the day's over. I just smashed it twice. But anyways, there's a high here and a high here, and then there's your 50%, and then from here and above is empty. So if you go back here, you'll see that's why it says empty there. So, okay, so we're sitting on the motherfucking level right now. I mean, it's literally stopped. But oh, what's that level there? Well, on this contract, it's different. For the continuous contract, the level's different, but they're using that 930 with our new contract open level here. Let me not sidetrack so I don't make this fucking long. But point is that when we came down, I was like, dude, are you going to take the CPI now? So I'm entered here. Let me go back to this. So I'm entered here, right? See how we swept? Boom. I can go to it from, but this video will be forever. See how we rated it and I got in. Okay. And then we went above and we stayed above that previous date, which is talking about yesterday's fucking open. Okay, we came above it. Look at my grid. If you want to study this for a second, pause the video. Feel free to come back so it makes sense when I talk about it. All right, but look at this. Look at this candle stopping on that 128. Remember, my goal is here. We come up here at 8:30 and we swipe it. I have to have patience. Comes back and it retraces. This is a lower. That's a higher low. That's a higher high. That's a higher low. And oh, what's this? This is the first imbalance of Monday. Okay? There's no way I can make this video short. No way. No way. Okay? That's the first imbalance of Monday. Here. Right over here. Okay? Dragged all the way above it, above it. Look how we sold from it from Tuesday. I made a video on Tuesday already. We came above it on Wednesday. Look how we're holding the price today. On yesterday, Wednesday. Here, yes, we swipe through it. We come up. I can't go through all of it, man. And then we retrace back. Look what Asia did today. I was hoping for that. If they were gonna take them out, I was probably gonna get out. But at the same time, I have to allow them to do that and come into this 16th level, which is also coupled with this 25%. It's on the same fucking level. Oh my God. So, but okay, that's the point is that my 16th here in the red is also coupled with the 50% of yesterday's opening range gap. And then you're going to see today that our opening gap today is literally on that 16th. Dude, that's algorithmic. I'm sharing something with you I should not be sharing. Look, this sweeps a hair below and the bodies stay in and then it's gone. It's staying on top, dude. And I was saved. I was still in the trade, okay? So here, you can see all that going on here. And then we're popping up. And then here they swept one more time that 16th level. And also inside that opening day gap. And this is happening at 8:30. Now I'm on the 1 minute. I'm circling this here because the 8:30 news, we had an inversion here. And it held price. 8:30 is either going to make it come down or it's gonna fake and then go up. It was pretty fucking easy and clean, to be honest. I was very thankful for that because this shit was rough to sit through. But so we had an inversion here, and then we had a bullish imbalance there on that candle. And what is this? This is the current week gap. This is not a lot of shit on my chart, people. Trust me when I tell you, it's not. Okay. And we're holding price here. Okay. So then we pop up, we get to the 16th. Look, pay attention here. 16th here, 64, 32, 64, my big figure fucking level. Okay? Perfect. Okay, so now we get to look at this. We got to the 64th. Okay, we got to the 64th and everyone wanted to sell this. No. I'm already in it, Bob. I'm already in it. So the point is that this is the opening range gap. Here is the midnight level. Okay, here's the midnight level. We came down to sweep it, get into the opening range gap, hit the fucking bottom 25% and fucking reverse. Oversold like a champ. Beautiful on this 1 minute. And that was all we needed to do. Okay, that's all we needed to do. Yes, I can explain more about the imbalance that's sitting right here. There's an imbalance right here. It's laying on that quadrant of the 128th. No worries, no point. You can even drag this wick out if you wanted to. It'd be in the lower quadrant. Point is, and look how when I just got out of this second trade now, and look where we're doing. You see, I just got out right here, and look, we'll probably still make this area here, but let's go back to this. So, beautiful. So dump, pump, profile. I'm expecting this is a classic buy day. Look at the framework here. So the day is consolidation sideways. News release at 8:30 raid, which the raid really didn't happen too much. Okay, but it raided this guy. You see this? You see the pre-New York here, low right here? That was it. We rated that, and that was it. That was all they needed to do. This was very difficult to hold on to, but I had faith in the algorithm going to where I've been saying it's going to go. So that's the case. You can see that raid right there. If there wasn't a raid right there, I'd be like, I don't know about that. But yes, it raided here, and then I just followed the flow, and it held. So in this classic buy day, it would in a classic buy day with a news release like this, you're gonna get a straight fucking pump up, like pump up. Okay, can't make this shit up. So, but in that profile, like any classic buy day, I'm expecting a buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. So, or in this case, it's a strong push all the way buy, and then you get a sell, and then you get another buy. How can I make that up? You can. I talk about this every fucking day, right? So, all right. So we come in. Watch this. 64th. We pop up. We go through, right? Through the 32. We come up to the 128. Ding. We come back into what? This imbalance. Why? You would think, oh, I want a discount. No, you're not going to get it in this type of day. So the first imbalance, you take it. And what is it laying on? It's laying on this quadrant, on the 32, on this gradient level, on this grid level. It's laying right on it. So that's high probability. Look at the body stopping on, forget the fucking imbalance. Look at the body stopping on my grid. What? Okay. And then obviously if it went any lower, this would have been the next option, right? But, anyways, pushes up. Now, what do I have here? The green line is the main target, was the main target underneath my main target. And why is that the level? Why am I highlighting that? Because on the daily, you can see, or even on the weekly, the highest wick here, or the highest high of these weeks, is July 6th. If you go look at July 6th on the daily right here, the high is what? The high is 0.94. 30,094. If I'm gonna, what's that green level? 0.94. Okay, so I'm not going anything below it. Forget all that bullshit. I mean, they're all relatively sitting right there. It doesn't matter. But that would be the goal. Why? Because that is a weekly time liquidity level. Okay, so obviously I can go the week below it, but I mean we've already tagged most of that on last Wednesday. Okay, so let me zoom out here a little bit. So here, and then that's why that Wednesday coupled with that level 0.94 I just showed you is going to be obviously my level, but I'm already going to blow through it going. I'm 100% holding for the 31.91. Baby. Yo, you can't make it any more clear. So I'm circling the 64th here to that level, and this is the zone I want to get into, but I know I want to hit that 194. Why? Because people made decisions when they sold from it. Trust me when I tell you that. Okay, and then we're getting to 4 standard deviations above here on the Asia range, and look at the old week gaps. Okay, hold on a second. That gets better. The old week gaps are sitting right here. The high of it, we need to. So the 30,191 new contract open is laying on that gap. That gap got created initially from that new contract open. So I want to see it sweep above. There is no trailing. until I sweep above this level. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. And I made a mistake here, by the way. I made a mistake by circling that imbalance. It should have been the one below it here on the actual fucking gradient level. And I made a mistake. I was kind of tunnel vision, kind of just, emotions were a little bit going on, and trying to get here was not easy. But at the same time, it was easy because of the fact that, this is a big bull flag. This is a big consolidation. It's going to go up. It's going to raid. So, as you can see here, we get to the 128th. We get this imbalance here. And then we pop up. We get another imbalance here. Holding price all the way. And I fucked this up right there. That's fine. Okay. So, yeah. So we want to peak above that old weak gap. Plus, it's incorporated with that new contract open. Man, come on, baby. Oh, my God. I'm so ecstatic. Right now, you can see here. Okay. So at the time here, we had lower lows with Dow. Okay. And then this is the 830. I'm watching at 830. Obviously, I have to because I'm in the trade. Usually I would start at 830 or 9 or get for the trade for 930. But here I'm lower lows here. Okay. And then we get with NAS. And then we get another higher low here with NAS. As we have higher lows. Did I do that right? Yeah, so higher lows, S&P and Dow. Then we pull up, we get lower lows here with S&P and Dow, and then just a higher low with NAS. Then we little continuation, divergence right there, and we move up. Then 830 happened. 830 fell short of that high, and S&P and Dow rated that high. So then we came back in. So when we came back in, that's when this continuation panned out. Between the 835 and the 840 candle, we made a lower low. They made a higher low. It's pretty minute, but it pushed us up. Cool. Then what happens? 930 comes. Here's my continuation. 930 comes. We drop down. They drop down, but Dow drops lower and takes out that low. That's another divergence. And I could have drawn another one here. So if oh my God. So I make videos long. This video is just in the books. Lower low, higher lows. We push all the way up, bro. All right. And then, what's it called here? So we have here, I guess it's not that important, but, you could say here, another divergence here on the sell. What the fuck, bro? Let's just call it like this. I'm just gonna do it like that. Okay, lower highs with Dow, and then we were picking up with some higher highs, and then we sell off. Beautiful sell. So buy, sell, fucking buy. I'm not guaranteed this buy to go all the way through because we've already extended the average daily range. That's why I just got the hell out. But taking the buy here was beautiful. The sell here was beautiful as well, because I understand. I'll show you in a second. Let's hold on. So divergence there, and then here, higher low, here. That pushed us back up for the next buy. What I was looking for here. All right. So Dow came down, makes another lower low here, and then clear higher lows there, and then the double divergence is here. All right. So we get another higher low here. All right. Beautiful. X marks the spot to buy because that's when it makes that last drive here. And it pops up, dude, into this little 5-minute imbalance, etc. Let's fucking go, baby. Insanity here. Not even looking at this. Super manipulation on the VIX. So again, not something that I care about. Let's move forward. I haven't been using VIX for a while, but because I know it's not working that well, but it doesn't matter. I trade my asset, and that's what matters. Dollar is just kind of sideways, so let's not. I would expect to see it come still down more. If we're gonna really continue to push up, we solved an agenda that was like, it's gonna get tough now. And this is the shit I was talking about in August. I was telling you guys that August is gonna be fickle. It's gonna be different. And so and here we go. So what did Dow do? Shake out. So low, high, lower, low. That's why I don't fuck with Dow. And it's just steady retracing, right? Now into here, where? Breakout area. I talked about this. Do they want to come in here or not? I don't know, but I'm not fucking with Dow. But I said we were on oversold. We want to go underneath maybe and then come through, and it is what it is. They're diverging. And this is what Dow does. So here's a shakeout. So essentially a pump dump for them. And fuck Dow. And then let's move forward. S&P all-time high again. All right. And then just same boat as Nas, just sideways. Right. Beautiful. And then popped up, baby. Back to an overbought here for them. And then and that's that. Beautiful bull flag, buddy. I mean, that's as retail as it gets. It's okay. We love to see that. Why do we love to see that? Because they want you in. You see this here? Dump pump. Buy. Sell. Buy. Now, here's the thing. Here's a buy, sell, buy. You could be done. Now you know the sell's going to come down. Does it come and slow down and stop and then buy again? Or does it come lower and take out this internal liquidity? Look what they did. They dirty. They took them out. They didn't do that for us, though. Oh. That's why I trade Nas. So I don't care what anybody say. They can fuck off. Right? So, okay. Am I missing something here? Man, this is just beautiful. And if I was to go all the way back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to July. That's the first imbalance of the month. Right here. See that? All the way. If I drag it out, I don't need to. Obviously, I'm using my grid. So they use that boy too. I mean, you know, whatever. It's overkill. But again, initially knocking on Wednesdays, first imbalance. Knocking on it again, and then coming back on Mondays. This current Monday is most important. All right, and then here was Wednesdays, which was yesterday, which is important, but it didn't matter because once we pushed above it, it was over with. Okay, so that doesn't matter. Okay, now what have we done? Now you come back down. Watch this. I'm trying to tell you, y'all, man. I'm trying to tell you. Fucked up here. So anyways, popped up. Okay, I caught this sell and I fucked up and got out right here like a jerk. Tried to buy it. And then I was like, dude, whatever. It could have went up and then it stopped here. It fanned. It stopped at this 128. Look at the bodies. Let me show you. Let me tell you something, bro. Look at the fucking bodies here. 21, 22. Look at these. Look at these. Look. You think that's... Okay. You think... See this? See this? Pops up? Yes. They missed the 64th on purpose. Okay? It can't be perfect. Even in this situation. But what are they doing? So we got a breakout area here. And we have that breakout area of that same weekly level I was just telling you about. If you couple it with this swing here from Wednesday of last week's high, obviously, right? I'm dragging that out. I have an imbalance above it, and there's one below it. Can it have tapped in here? Absolutely. Did it? No. That's how I got in this trade here. So look, pops in. So right here, here's a little inversion here on this candle, and we pop in through. We tap into this imbalance. I'm not drawing it. Just pay attention. We come up, and we get into that. So this is how I got this sell initially. All right, and then we break through. That's another entry with that low because that low went into that imbalance, and then it made a high. It didn't make a new high, but then it broke through again. So very high probability. Why? Also because it's already extended. I just mentioned. So the average daily ranges were getting smaller. Average daily range is 371 points. We use 487. Why am I we already 371 is the average daily range. What's the low here? So let's just say 780. So 780 and 371. I'm not about to do math because I can't even think right now. So I'm going to add this. Hold on a second. So 371 plus 371 plus 780 plus 780. My God. Why is my computer, why is my calculator retarded? Plus 371. Jesus. 30,150. Where's 30,150? 30,150. It's right here. That would be the average daily range. Think that's coincidence too? So, but holding here, obviously I'm only holding for this level, but I'm not really expecting to go any higher because we've exceeded it. But for you to exceed it, it would be a day like this when you had a news event. So anyways, that's just the point of that. And then guess what? I told myself to hold it more, but I was just being like, I was a little bit being of a degenerate, and I was just like a little too overconfident because I had just made a big ass trade. So I sometimes I do that, and then I got to remember, hey, just bro, center, don't fucking fuck around and find out, okay? But I fucked up and should have held it, and I didn't. So it's okay. But boom, hits that. Oh, Jesus. Hits that, comes lower. Why do I expect it to come more lower? Well, it could have came lower. Well, it did come lower, but because of underneath here, people are buying underneath it. And then number two, look at this, for example. I'm like, this doesn't look oversold to you, right? It does, but it's not. This is oversold, right? Now we're getting there. So anyways, man, and here's your late buyers here, because we got a breakout level here. Breakout from that level. This is a breakout level, okay? So you got liquidity here from higher lows, and everyone thinks in the clear. So they're coming back to test it. And we'll probably still come back to this, but the day's over for me. Point is that that's a logic. So we come down, boom. We get to this guy right here, this 128, and the bodies were stopping. I was like, dude, what the fuck at the time? And then I was like, and I got antsy and I took this buy here. Because I was like, it can easily not go below this low here. See these down candles? Go do the back testing. You can go see that at moments like this, it will buy above it. So I bought it. And guess what? It went up, failed. I should not see this if I'm buying. Period. Okay, cool. Do I need a 100-point stop loss to find that out? No. I don't need to do that. I don't understand the 100 to 200 point stop losses for people. I just don't understand it. But I do understand it, but at the same time, I don't. But that's another conversation. So so it's drive 1, 2, and then we hop into here. All right, and then we rate it. No raid, no trade. Okay, and then we get into that imbalance right there that I'm highlighting. We tag it, and then we're at the 16th. Even though we're not at the 16th, we're at the 16th. That's my point. And they also did this on purpose to may eventually come to it one day, right? Just like they did this, right? So and then why am I buying it here? Because of the breakout area. Everyone is selling here. They're waiting to hit this and to go underneath it. So they'll dangle this carrot. So and my idea was either going to buy from above it or below this level. And then same story with this. And my point is that we come and continue to the 128. Look at this. Look at this. Zzz. Come on, dude. You can't play. Look at 128. Zzz. Come on, bro. This is undeniable truth. I'm proving it. I'm proving it right here. I'm proving it. How can I know this? I mean, at the same time, we had that inefficiency. Look, the inefficiency wasn't even used yet. Remember? Yeah, I remember. So we came up. Look at the body stopping on that level. Come on, bro. What? Are you kidding me? You want to look at the 15-minute and tell me? Oh, and also, by the way, this was a nice pin bar. So, and I saw that too for the sell as well, which was beautiful. Okay, and then on this 15-minute, you can see the imbalance here. If I do 50%, it's a little bit above it, probably. I didn't do it, but the logic, yes, definitely above it. But the logic was it was going to come back into it, retrace. So higher high, higher low, higher high. I'm not telling you this is the final high or low or anything. Trust me when I tell you. I'm just saying the buy, sell, buy, the profile. We're supposed to close high. We're supposed to close high. So this is, it could sit here all day today, and I've already slapped their ass. I've already slapped their ass. Have I not been talking about this? Did you guys eat? If you ate and you did really well, let me know. Please let me know. Because I feel like I just really don't want to do this anymore. Because it's just like, this is why. Okay, let me not go forward with that. Okay, so here, you can see here new high, right? So I talked about him dipping in a little bit in, and then we get a new high. bullish. I didn't fight nothing. I didn't talk myself out of this flag here. I didn't talk myself out of what I believed in and what I thought was going to happen in my analysis. I didn't try to be a contrarian and fucking, oh, we're going to come down here. It's like, I mean, could they? Yeah, but I mean, dude, I'm not going to, I need, keeping it simple. Oh, here's another thing. I have the consecutive bodies here. So there's a number of ways to do this. And here's a 30-minute video. Whoa, wow, I'm proud of that. Okay, so we have a swing. We have a low. We have a swing high. It's not really a swing, actually, but it's a high. And then it's a low. And then we break above. All right, so we're breaking above that. This is when we come back in for 830. We come back in here as a support. But what I'm trying to say is the projection, there's a couple ways to do this. I just use the bodies. So the lowest body and the highest body of that swing. Okay, can you see that swing? On a lower time frame, right here. This guy right here. So from this high to this low, but I'm measuring it on the 1 hour. So I'm measuring this to this. Okay? So that's explaining the bodies. Here's 1 and 1.5. We come up and we tag it. I didn't make a video yesterday, so I would have told you this yesterday. We retrace back into where? The breakout area of it, right? And now we're at a 2 to 2.5. Beautiful. Oh, and by the way, for the people who think I'm full of shit, and when I bought here, go watch Tuesday's video when I laughed here and said that they were going to buy from here, and we went into here 3.5 to 4. See that? Look at the buy and and it's stopping in this old gap. I'm using all this shit, baby. That's why no one can do what I do. Period. Because no one has all this shit on their chart, and that could be a bad thing for most, and it might even be a bad thing for me sometimes because it's analysis paralysis. But I'm used to it and I'm comfortable with it. I've designed it to be and look this way. So whatever. I'm deleting this. I'm not sold on the idea of it just keep going up. Now that we've did this agenda, we can easily come back in. But I'm just gonna leave the chart alone. Okay, I could probably delete this guy, but I like him. I'm gonna leave it. So, and then we ended up. Okay, so that was the reversal here. This candle, August 6th, Thursday, reverse popped up, and they just delayed. All right, we had another one Tuesday. Reversal candle 3 popped up. It closed funky. That's why a lot of people were like, man, I could see this being 2022, this being a swing high and then lower high and then coming back in. And that could have really happened, honestly. But with the gun to my head, I said we're going up. And why is that? Because I'm going to tell you something. The AI boom, this ain't no fake AI boom. My dude, are you seeing the things I'm doing with Claude? Like as far as even indicators goes, as far as, well, you don't know obviously, but the amount of things that we're doing right now, yo, are you joking? No way. Dude, do you think they're building massive ass centers the way they're doing? No, listen, bro. So literally, that coupled with all that sentiment and real life shit, I'm going up, bro. I'm going up. Stop it. They're delaying it. That's it. And that's the decision here. There's nothing else I could tell you. All right, this is a little muddy here. I'm gonna delete this guy. Just Tuesday is annoying. Oh, was that a Wednesday? Oh no, put that back. Okay, so have I done now? So the projection here. You can also do it. So I did it this way, and then I'm obviously trying to get the next level. But look, the thing is with the overbought here. So if I made a video yesterday, you would have seen it. I said we hit an overbought here yesterday, and then I was like, it's got to come to a 50 and stay. It can't be coming down, and that's a little bit too fast. So it stopped at a 50. Beautiful, and then we were above the 50. So I expect it to hold. So on the 4 hour, on the daily, we're bullish. We have a close of consecutive candles here. We have a close this August 7th above these two candles. I said this last down candle was going to hold price. Go watch the videos. So daily we're bullish. Weekly we're bullish. Oh, now my boy says stage 2. I like you. It's my first time seeing this. Oh yeah. Stage 2 expansion. So it was a stage one. We based, but it's fast. Nasdaq's fast. The bearish flow, it'll come fast and it'll go back fast, right? As you've been known. So stage two, and it's showing it because we made a new high from here. Because we never really had a chance to structure up. So we're in expansion. 100% bullish. What else fire can I say here? So here, 2 to 2.5, and then 3.5 to 4. I could do some more measurements, but I actually want to go. And then remember, this is empty here. So the next area of business is right here. All up in here. Okay. Man, bro. Man, I tell you, man. This business, boy. So the projection here, there's a number of ways I can do this. I can even do this. Because, hey, we're going into no man's land here. Or not no man's land, but, some uncharted territory here. It's going to be interesting. And I have to do more. I have to do more of an analysis than just this video. Otherwise this video will be too long. So maybe I'll update it tomorrow or something. I might not even be able to do the video tomorrow, to be honest. What was I about to say? I mean, obviously the previous month's high is right there. So that would be a next agenda after this agenda, which is July 2nd. What's the high on July 2nd? 30,320. Where are we at? We're not there yet. Oh, it's right inside that upper band. We might even still make it today. I don't know. It's 2 o'clock. It's still early. 4 o'clock candle just kicked in. And then after that would be the previous month's high, and then obviously the all-time highs right there, right? So I'm going to leave this here because I like this. This was pretty nice. And I put it to the bodies. So we'll leave that alone. What else? I like this. I'll just leave this alone. So, and then look at the 4 hour. There's no change of delivery. So you change delivery here, you retrace back. All right, you close back up. Now all these consecutive bullish candles are in charge, in control. We come down, no closures underneath here. Okay, bullish, high or low. 3, look at these candles up. Whoop. All bullish. Stops, we close above these consecutive down candles. Close here. Well, actually, we close right there, but here too, for sure. And what? We retrace. This is just coming back in. Look at this last down candle of this consecutive down candles. See that? And that's it, man. Classic fucking buy day, bro. Look at that. Screenshot it. Everybody on the internet thought they knew what they was doing. Okay. That's the profile. We still didn't make a new high. That's why I made good decisions. Okay? Got the fuck out right there. Why? Because of the fact that I expect NQ to be the new high. Someone got to make a divergence, generally speaking, but it was exceedingly weak. Right? So I was like, that would be a little too easy and obvious. And they want to buy, sell, buy. The buy is generally guaranteed. The sell is generally guaranteed. And that buy, that last one but it's like, it might not make the new high. So, why I want to care and be in it? Look, coming back down. Right? So that's why my emotions are kicking in. I said, I'm good, bro. I'm good. So I think I've done enough, man. I don't know. I'm like, it was a little tough to sleep last night. I ain't gonna lie. But beautiful, buddy. Calling it way in advance. And you know what? Hold on a second. Yes. Finally, and just before we go, baby, I want to make sure I do this one more time. Don't forget, we talked about it coming all the way down into that efficiency that we talked about and pop up. That was that first pop up to the tick. Okay, to the tick. Look at that right there. That's that right there. And then we popped up, and then we retraced back, and we bought back up. Look at that efficiency is still on my chart right there. We popped up. And then guess what? After popping up, I want to retrace. Look at this. Look at it. Oh, you ready? Here, drum roll. I want to pop back in and then come up into where? I said we would close underneath that previous Friday, and then I want to come right. I'm pointing right at it. Notice how it says 30,202. That's because the thing is shifting. It's supposed to be 191, but because on my indicator, when I sometimes when I have the reading showing the reading output or whatever, and it'll jump, and when it's heavy manipulation, they'll move it around. They know someone's gonna figure this out, apparently. And then I'm pointing right at the level though, okay? But it's 191. You'll see 191, okay? And look. And then we came in, we closed here on Friday. I've already discussed this. Now you can see it. You see it? 30,191. I didn't change the levels. The indicator is going back. It's snapping back to its correct output. 30,191. 30,191. This video was made August 7th. And my friend. Okay, and guess what? We're still playing around here. So I think that's pretty good here. Someone's going to say, what's next? I don't know. You tell me. All right. Week's over, definitely. And I'm very excited about this to be done because that shit was rough. But again, retrace, higher low, coming up, squeezing, doesn't take out the high, coming back in for the higher lows here because they know down, down, down. When it sweeps, that's when I'm interested. Period. Wait to put that in your model, dude. Just no trade, no rate, no trade, bro. Period. Coming in, then I expect it to pop up. All right, and then gotta wait for another form of liquidity to get back in. Look at that guy right there. Oh, look at that shit sitting, fucking beautiful. And look at the levels sitting on my fucking grid, dude. Oh, amazing, amazing. Look at the daily gap. I mean, look at today's daily gap with the low of the old gap, and then the 16th of my grid. It's sick. It's sick, man. It's sick. And then on a 15-second, you're like, dude, I didn't know how I could catch it. Well, I mean, again, simple dump pump. I'm telling you, the seconds is fire, buddy. If some people say, oh, I'm only doing a 2-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute, nothing less. That's fine. But I got details in this. I've studied it on a major basis, and I can see it. But you get the drive 1 and the drive 2 here, and then we're almost in that 25 here on the 15. And this snaps up. This next candle, 9:32 and 45 seconds, dips in and hits the 8th, and then closes. This is going to invert. We already know it's going to invert. It's a reversal. But here's your first imbalance here. But okay, that didn't. Never mind. Let me rephrase that. Forget about first imbalance is there. Okay, and then here you can wait for your first inversion, which is here. So it closes. With this candle, you have to enter here, and your stop loss would be here. Or you get the next imbalance or a bullish imbalance, which is this one, and it pops up, comes back in, boom. That is laying on that 25% level. That's a high probability bullish imbalance. I didn't highlight it because I was already in the trade, but boom, tax in and gone. Reversal candle, just like the daily that I just explained. 1, 2, 3, boom, 4, continuing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Ain't no one can say I ain't teach for free. Ain't no one can say no affiliate codes, no mentorship, no fees, nothing. Nice, right? Not bad. So my price should go up. Maybe. Okay? Look at that motherfucker. Look at that. Look at that. 128. Look at that. Ding. Look at the. Oh, so crazy. How beautiful it is. Whatever, man. Let's see. What else? Anything else? I know I'm going to forget something. I always do it. From here, we have that breakout level. We have in here, I don't know, bro. Overbought. Daily slowly climbing back. The weekly is a bullish candle. And that's another thing before I forget. Anything below that, it was the buy as well, right? We're coming up. We're consolidating over that level. Forget everything on the chart, bro. Everything on the chart. Okay. Everything on the chart. Oh, well, I got rid of the fucking gap. That was dumb. The current week gap, right? So, okay, cool. They delayed the process, the gratification. So now, well, one thing I will say, the weekly, that last thing I'll say is that because we're having smaller average daily ranges and weekly ranges now, general speaking, we have a normal average weekly range of 1,400 and some points, right? And then, but in these type of months or slower weeks, we'll get like 1,000-point weekly ranges. So obviously we haven't had a slow week yet, but we have just started these new months. So the 1,000 is my threshold. Used 734 so far. That's why I expect. Do you see the? So if it was going to be 1,000-point week that we've only got 734, which is 250 left to go. Do you see that up here or down here? Obviously, I see that up here. So that's why if I add 250 to 30,250, that's 30,500, right? And then all that shit I've already mentioned. I hope this helps. You guys take care. God bless.